Hello there, I'm LD and today we're reviewing Tardis Refined for Minecraft version 1.20.1. The mod will be linked in the description, so please do feel free to check it out, and I hope you enjoy the review. Okay, so when you start out in Tardis Refined, you'll spawn in a world, and it will be a bit of a slow start. Tardis Refined is more of a vanilla mod, so there's not really much Doctor Who-y about it. It's more a mod to complement mod packs. There's more of like a transport mod and going from dimension to dimension. One of the first things you need to craft is an amethyst screwdriver and an astral manipulator. I'll put the recipes on the screen now. So we'll get an amethyst screwdriver and an astral manipulator. Now you need these two things. You need an amethyst screwdriver and an astral manipulator. An astral manipulator allows you to craft certain blocks. So let's show the recipe for... Well, I'll put the recipe on screen for the terraformer. We'll need that in a minute. But I'll show off more of the stuff for a TARDIS, really. You'll need a few things like a Zyton lantern, which has a... you need Zyton nuggets and a torch. Zyton is a ore you'll find in most caves. It spawns very frequently. I'm sure you could go into a cave and you'd probably be able to find it. We'll go into a cave and we'll see if this isn't a cave. Wow. Let's go into spectator mode and just go down to any random cave. Let's go down here. The ore itself is a bit of a greeny colour. It would be easy enough to find. I say that as I can't find any. I'll show you what the ore itself looks like, and then you can just look out for it in a cave. Unless it's about here. Coal, copper. Of course, now I need... It's annoying, because every other time I look for it, I can find it pretty much straight away. But now that I need to find it, it's like, oh no, not going to show up now. I suppose that's how it goes. Right, let's go back to the surface. All the way up here. And go back into creative mode. I'll show... So Zyton ore is this colour. It seems it would be easy enough to find in a cave. It sticks out a bit. I mean, you might get it confused with emerald at a glance, but yeah. It spawns, well, I say it spawns frequently. I couldn't find any, but if you go to a big enough cave or like a ravine, you'd probably run into it at some point. Right, so, right. You need to go underground to get a TARDIS and find a root plant. Right now, I'll splice in some footage of how you find a root plant. Hello, this is LD with the news. Recently discovered root plant underground. Right now, it's being excavated. Footage is just coming in of the underground place where it was found. Cutting to footage now. Here we have the cave where the root plant is found. Undisturbed by humans or villagers alike. Left at peace until we showed up. Moving further in, you see the root plant itself, surrounded by dead coral and magma. Rumour has it if you place the root plant on a piece of magma, you can grow a TARDIS off of it. But we don't know. And we think it best not speculate. Cutting back to LD in the studio. Well, there you have it, folks. Root plant, eh? Anyway, back to your weekly reruns of the Big Bang Theory in the office to get you by in your day-to-day life. This has been the news with LD. Alright, so, moving on. You grow a TARDIS using a magma block. Now, if we go in here, we'll find a magma block. Get yourself a magma block, place it down, and you place the root plant on the magma block. The root plant grows just like grass does. It's with random tick speed, so it will take a bit of time. We're gonna, though, just for this, up the tick speed, so / game rule random tick speed. Let's just set it to 100. It's already starting to grow. The TARDIS will go through different phases as it begins to grow, slowly getting bigger and bigger. generate. I've got step assist on, that's annoying. Oh well. Doesn't matter, anyway. No, we'll let this start to grow slowly. I think random tick speed of 100 would be a bit quicker, I guess. Oh, no, yeah. When your TARDIS is fully grown, you're going to need shears to actually get into the TARDIS. You get yourself some shears, and you get to the front of the TARDIS here, and then you use the shears a few times to get rid of that. I thought it dropped coral, I guess it doesn't. You're into your TARDIS, and it's very bare bones. There's not much to it yet. That's why you need a terraformer. You get a terraformer, you get yourself some copper and redstone. Put your copper down like this, redstone in the middle, and a terraformer. It won't do anything straight away, but you need to interact with the terraformer with an and then that lantern, and you need to exit the TARDIS, and it will reseal over, and then begin making noises, and you will have a timer to when you can next enter the TARDIS. Not showing the timer. Maybe that's for the later. Anyway, this will take a minute, so I will cut back to when the TARDIS is complete regrowing. Righty, there's 5 seconds left on the timer for the TARDIS, and there you go. Now, first you'll start with a TT capsule. Only it's not like a proper TT capsule because it's covered in the same stuff that the TARDIS was when it was growing. You can take a pair of shears and right-click on this to get rid of that, and you will get some horn coral fan. I believe it's always yellow. If I open the doors and enter the TARDIS. When you start out, you can't actually do anything with your TARDIS, because you don't have a TARDIS console. To make a TARDIS console, you need Zyton-infused iron blocks, redstone, a slab of, I believe it's smooth stone, stone buttons, glass, and that's iron trapdoors. We'll get all of that. Then this is where you will be building your console. You place redstone block, Zyton fused iron block all around here, then smooth stone slabs all around on the outside layers in the corners, iron trapdoor, all along, over all of the smooth stone slabs, button on top of the Zyton infused iron, and a glass block. Then you would place your astral manipulator, right click it with the amethyst screwdriver, and go all the way along here before clicking that again. That is how you make a TARDIS console. And then you would activate that by just clicking any of the buttons. Right now though, there's no power and you can't refuel it. You fix that by going in here, pressing this transition, and then going out here. Go down here, you shift right click and press space to go up and down with the gravity shaft. You go all the way to here, this is where your Eye of Harmony is. And right now, it doesn't work at all. You would get Zyton lanterns, as well as a block of Zyton, and a, what is it? It's a wall, it's a wall. I've got walls and fences confused for a second. So you would get a deep slate. I believe it's deep slate. It's is it deep slate? Or... well, either way. I can just change it if it isn't. Block of Zyton, 2 polished deep slate walls, and a Zyton lantern. You would place your astral manipulator, and I'll just rinse and repeat that a few times. I'll cut back when that's done. Alright. You would do that 4 times, 2 down there, 2 up here, and that would open this, showing you the Eye of Harmony. Fall into this, it's instant death. There's no coming back, you don't get put in the console room, you just die, you lose all your stuff. So try to avoid that. But you need this to actually power the TARDIS. So let's go back to the console room. Up here. In here. We'll be doing this a few more times, going out here. Right, open the door. And now I can press on the refuel. Enabled refueling. It will take a bit of time, but it's relatively fast. And you can fly with less than 100% fuel anyway. Let's look at the computer banks, things like that. Oh, shell view. This allows you to see the outside of your TARDIS. Basically, if you want to change your exterior, it just allows you to look at that. And you can see the fuel as it's recharging. Tab to exit. Alright. There's the vortex as well. The vortex in the background, when you click on shell view whilst in flight, it allows you to see in the vortex, and it doesn't do anything, but you can move the TARDIS around in the vortex. There's a few different ones. There's LGBT flags, and there's other ones. I think this is the 10th Doctor's, and there's just a few different ones. Some original to the mod, and some from the show, generally speaking, as well as the representation flags. Solar flare. I like space and solar flare generally. And Twilight Glow is quite nice as well. All of these are generally quite good. And it's always weird seeing like graphics like this in Minecraft, but it works for this mod. And soundscape, you can change how your TARDIS sounds. Stuff from Minecraft, original to the mod stuff, and stuff from Doctor Who itself. Let's go with Toyota, because that's just the best one. You can't configure the shell yet, or the desktop, or waypoints. Get onto that in a second. The emergency eject just generally kicks you out of the TARDIS if anything bad's going on. I think it kicks everyone out of the TARDIS. So if you're on a server and someone comes in your TARDIS and you don't want them there, the emergency eject lets you get out. Right, we're at 42 fuel. Now, all these controls can be a bit confusing. And especially in flight, there are in-flight events, and you have to look over all of them, and a little icon will appear on the little icon that's right next to the words for handbrake and all that will slowly change colour and go down in flight, saying you need to press them. And you will have to look over all of them and figure out which one's which. But you can also use the AR glasses, which highlight the ones that you need to click. They add a little something coming off of them to tell you that you need to click this in flight. The AR glasses have Curios compatibility, so if you install Curios, you can use them, but they just generally work on the face lock as well. So if you'd rather not use Curios, that's entirely an option. Alright, so how much is the TARDIS charged? 62%. Right, where's the randomizer again? Randomizer. Let's just... Right. Door toggle. Oh. The door's already closed. But yeah, that's how you can open and close the door. But mostly it's about flight itself. This randomizes where you go, things like that. Direction, XYZ. Increment changes how many you go by on XYZ. GPS. It just shows you where you're going or where you are right now. I think it's where you're going actually. Fast return sets your coordinates to what they were before. Well, that was open. Alright, and I guess we'll just go into flight really. Oh, the handbrake is on. Oh, the ship is in flight. Oh. It's not making it. Oh, there you go. It wasn't making any noise. Right. Oh. Okay, that was a very short flight. There you go. try and go a bit further to actually show off. 100 UX. View them. Alright, there you go. Let's try that again. Right, let's start. I would do want to show off a few of the in-flight events. See, this is what the AR glasses do. They just show you what needs to be hit in flight. Alright, this. What's that? Without the AR glasses, you would still get the you would still see this little exclamation point and all that, but there would be nothing telling you, oh, hit this button, hit that button. So it would be a bit harder. The AR glasses, I'll show their recipe on the screen about now as well. Yeah. You get a little arrow being shot effect whenever there's something that needs to be hit as well, just as an indicator. So you don't get nothing telling you, well, you need to hit something now or you'll crash. And you get a few chances to fail at in-flight events before you crash. Not an immediate thing. And if you look at your computer, it tells you how far you are into flight. I'm going to turn the speed up though. I've had a bit of experience with this before. You might want to start at a slower speed, especially if you don't have AR glasses on. There you go. Oh, and that's one thing. I think the quicker you go, you run into a lot more issues at once. So it isn't just one at a time. Right, then. Now, I'll show this off more in a second because I have to, but with flight, the further you fly and the more of these you do, I think, in flight, you gain experience as a piloting the Tardis, which is what allows you to unlock things like changing your exterior and changing your interior and everything like that. Right, and how far are we into flight? 81. I like flight in this a lot. It's not too overwhelming. Like with the new Tardis models, which are never before, you get you have to press multiple buttons at a time in flight events, and you have to remember a lot. Whereas with this, it's more like you know, there's less stuff that you have to remember immediately. There's more room to do things and like quickly. You don't have to worry as much about, oh, what does this flight event mean? I have to click that and that and that. It's like you just click one button. This is more. This TARDIS is, I think, I wouldn't say it's easier to use. I would just say it's more like streamlined. We'll go back here. So, if we go out here and. This is the ARS tree. This is where you unlock all your upgrades for your TARDIS. Experience. I have experience now. See, that whole flight gave me 41 experience. I am going to use commands for this though, but it does take a bit when you're not using commands. Upgrades. No. Level points. Add 200. Oh, on this TARDIS. There you go. The earlier upgrades are incredibly cheap, like the defense system, which enables like defense protocols and all that. It's all very cheap to start the lines, but that's because these don't give you any upgrades. They just allow you to start the upgrades. You get speed upgrades. Flight is 5 times faster. Level 2. Flight is 10 times faster. So the first upgrade was 5, the second is 20, then 30, then 50. It progresses. And your ARS tree will grow the more upgrades you get. Waypoints allows you to save. Landing pad you can make a landing pad, and it allows you to just pick a spot your TARDIS will land. So instead of your TARDIS landing anywhere where you set coordinates, it's like it will land on that if it lands in that area. And that also, as it says, it allows you to summon a TARDIS to a landing pad. Explorer just allows you to increase the increment in which you can set your thing to and how far you can go. You can only go a certain level of blocks away until you upgrade. I think it starts at something like 500 and then it goes to 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. Then this interdimensional travel is the final upgrade, which is why it's so expensive, because it allows you to go to the Nether. I don't know if it allows you to go to the end yet. Maybe, I don't know if you have to go to the end first to do that, but eventually. And as you can see, the ARS tree has gotten a lot bigger already. Then the defense materialize around you whenever you. Well, oh no, this is you can materialize if you're on a server. You can materialize around people. So if you want to move somewhere quickly. Also, if someone's AFK, I suppose that could be a bit fun. Chameleon circuit. This is what allows you to change your exterior and desktop reconfiguration. Allows the pilot to change the appearance of the TARDIS desktop, and then it's just upgrades to the generation time. Goes to lowers weight to 120. I think it's 150 at the start. It lowers to 120 to 60 to 10 seconds. Very, very fast by the end. These are all the upgrades so far. TARDIS Refined is still being worked on. There's a Discord, so I'm going to link the mod in the description, and I think the Discord is also on that. So do go and check it out. Get rid of all this as well. And we'll show off some interiors and exteriors, I suppose. Where's the door? The door's here. Alright. Also, the corridors themselves, they're constantly generating. They're infinite. And sometimes you run into rooms. It's all fully customizable yourself. So, like, you can pick a room and make it a room for, like, a create mod, things like that. You can live in your TARDIS. I don't know if actually you can sleep in the TARDIS, but you can, like, spend your time. This can be your base generally. It's just, that's why it's useful. That's why I say this mod is more so. It's good on its own, but it's mostly to complement other mods. If you have create, you can make a room for create, mechanism, you can make a mechanism, things like that. It's available for fabric and forge, which is also useful. We'll show off some exteriors and interiors. Waypoints are I would say are pretty understandable. Shell configuration though. There's a few different types. This is the factory. You've got Big Ben, default and Gothic. How does that open actually? Oh, just at the oh yeah, at that. Yeah, that makes sense. It's very customizable. There, you can make your own data. I'm pretty sure data packs are broken right now, but you can make your own data packs for this mod if you feel like it. You can make different. There's on the briefcase as well. Yeah, there's a lot of customization, and you can do a lot of things yourself. Castle, drifter, factory, groaning. Growth is like based off the thing you start outgrowing with your TARDIS. Half-baked is the way it looked before you sheared the exterior bit off. Hieroglyph as well is a more like, I guess, Egyptian themed. I assume it's Egyptian themed. I don't know. I wouldn't like to hedge a guess, but you know. They all look very good. You can tell a lot of effort's been put into them. Mystic, Dwarven as well. Nuka, obviously Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola. I love Fallout. I'm playing Fallout 4 again recently. Anyway, Pagoda, which is a pagoda. You got Pathfinder, which I quite like because it's just a door. Like in the overworld, it's just a door. That you could put this outside somewhere and it would just look like a modded door. You have a lot of fun with this. Anyway, there's a phone booth, which is a modern phone booth, and police box, very doctory. we've got the default, the faded 14th, and Barbie. It's not my favourite of all the like Doctor Who mod police boxes I've seen, for like Minecraft mods especially, but it works good. It's a good police box. Waterloo present, Yardboard and default, half baked. Oh, shulker box, that actually works, and vending machine. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a vending machine. Does it open at the back or the front, I wonder? Oh, that's neat. It's got different exteriors on the front as well. Oh, that's a neat little exterior. I quite like that, to be fair. Now let's go over to the interior, or you can change dimension. Oh, you can go to the end. Oh wow. A bit overpowered, consider it, if you haven't beat the Ender Dragon, but then again, I suppose it does cost a lot to get dimension. You'd have to fly a lot to just be able to go to the end. Desktop as well. There's a few different, I'm not going to go over all of them. There's Arnett, Classic, Copper, Coral, Crystal, Factory, Future Nostalgia. I'm going through these very quickly, they take a bit to load, I realise. But you could always check these out yourself, I suppose. Ironbound. I'm not going to go over all of these. I will show off. You can change your console with the console configurator. Is it placed like that? Yeah, like this. You can change your console to all of the different types. So if you have a specific console room and you want a different type, that's entirely possible. There's nothing really stopping you from doing that. So, you know, feel free. But right now, I think we're just going to change our desktop entirely to Toyota. Now I need to leave here, and this will close. And on some exteriors, you can go close to this, and it'll tell you how long's left till your thing's done. I mean, it's only 10 seconds, obviously, because I did all the upgrades, but it can be a bit. So it depends on how many upgrades you have. If you might want to wait to change your interior or not, you know. Right, here we go. This isn't my favourite, to be honest. Toyota interior. It's a bit it's not amazing. It's not amazing. It's fine though. It works. You can't really ask much more of it than that. It works. I think that this has what's it? Immersive portals compatibility, so you can make it bigger on the inside and smaller on the outside. So yeah. Now let's go over to an actually nice interior. No offense to this one, but an actually nice interior. Copper. Of course, it's all preference. I mean, it's the same with regular Doctor. Everyone's always going, "Oh, this interior is better than that interior." I've always been a fan of the 11th Doctor, though, personally, so of course I like this one. Right here. My Tardis. Yes, I quite like it anyway, yeah. Quite nice. I think this mod is still being updated. I think it's still being updated. Yeah, it is still being updated. I believe it's still being... Yeah, it is. I'm just getting, like... Well, yeah, because the Discord's active. What am I about? They show previews sometimes. Yeah. Do check out the mod in the Discord, of course. But yeah, I quite like this. It has compatibility with a few mods. There's immersive portals, of course. I believe there is this Doctor Who cosmetics mod that it also has compatibility with. So you can install that as well. But this is more of a complementary to a mod pack type mod. Like, it would work better for different types of mods, I suppose, than just this alone. Like, it's a good vanilla mod for like transport, but I feel like it would work better as just a vanilla-y mod, or like a modded mod, because I think modded dimensions are included in the different dimensions to transport. But yeah, I mean, I can't really think of much more to go with this, so I'm gonna take those off. That looks awful. I've been LD. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to check out more of my videos. And bye!